Alright. JFC? GFC? Well, I wonder, yeah, what does it stand for? What does it stand for? I haven't a clue, but I guess we'll find out. As we make our way to the lively shopping area a few blocks away from campus, a couple of details catch my attention. There's endless posters and billboards plastered with faces of politicians with broad, candid smiles, proclaiming in bold letters, "Back to prosperity, the recession is over," and "Do more with more" upon scrolling tablets and giant projected screens. Very fancy. Is that, I mean... Because, usually, well, posters, I think like paper, right? But this is, mentioning like tablets and stuff, and screens. I assume either this is taking place in the near future, or maybe it's just like a very rich part of town, which makes sense though, if it is, because again, the school we're attending is, for rich people, mostly. And apparently that's normal as well. There's the smoker and his buddy, the random drunkard, the group of tourists clutching electronic pamphlets titled "Welcome to the Glorious Metropolis of Isamu," while taking pictures in front of every possible location. Electronic pamphlets? Okay, now I'm kind of convinced that this is kind of like the near future, right? Where everything is like technologically advanced and stuff. Slightly. I mean, background still looks pretty normal. I mean, those are just normal cars. You think they would have self-driving electronic cars by now? And most of all, the ordinary Isamu, the ordinary person who lives in Isamu, power walking down sidewalks with resumes clutched in their hopeful hands. Ah, that's relatable. That's also normal. Everything is normal, completely normal. So, why do I feel so uneasy? Maybe it's the skyscrapers. I've never liked them. They're too tall, and I always get the impression that they're always watching me. Not like guardians either, not some benevolent force that's watching over the city. More like staring, waiting for the right moment to strike. And then there's the smog, that terrible musky pollution that sits on my skin like a coat of hard mud. Every breath is disgusting, but every breath is necessary. I hate this city. I really, really do. Too bad that there's nothing better. Not really. Too bad that Isamu has always been the best, if not the only option. A little world building there. Yeah, I really wonder what the rest of the world is like. Is Isamu like the only place with this technology? Is everything else like gone to shit? Or well, anyway, I guess we were daydreaming and a car almost hit us. Pay attention, you idiot. I'm startled out of my thoughts by Masato grabbing my arm and yanking me out of the street. Did you not see the red light? Red means stop. And stop means your velocity reaches 0. It could have been run over by a truck. Despite myself, I'm touched by their concern. I'm fine. Let's go. After eyeing me for a long moment, Yahiko shrugs and bounds to GFC's automatic doors, activating the motion sensor with a flourish. I mean, that's a fancy way of saying just... what do you call it actually? Those... I mean, I guess they're called automatic doors. There's a word for it though, I forget what they're called. You know those doors that slide open? You know, I mean, that's not like future technology, that's what we have right now. I think there's a word for it, I can't remember though. Anyway. I mean, either than automatic door, you know? As I was saying, like, that's a fancy way of describing that. Technology. That everyday technology. Anyway, ladies first. Lady, where? Rude. Right here. She slaps a hand on my shoulder with a cheery grin. Oh, good one. You mean Yama's been a girl all this time? Oh heavens no, that'd be really awkward. Why? Let's go have some chicken. Boy, I'm so hungry. Fried chicken. Mm-hmm. Oh, GFC? KFC? Oh, that's the joke. She quickly skips into GFC, leaving Masato thoroughly bewildered. Wait, is he really? I don't get it. Why is it awkward? Beats me. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea, but there's no way I'm bringing it up. Wait, I'm a little confused. Why are they surprised? Look, are we having chicken or not? Of course we are. What'd you take me for? Well, good thing that neither he nor Yahiko are very perceptive. Actually, I'm still a little confused. I need to read that again. Tamasho, Shirigin, good one. You mean Yama's been a— oh, okay, talking about Yama. Oops, I thought they're talking about Ryu, but I guess— because I was thinking, maybe Ryu— maybe— never mind. But of course, Masato is— yeah, I was confusing whether— who was the— who were they saying was the lady? You're talking about me, not Ryui. Oh. Ow. Anyway. Without further ado, we enter GFC. Finally, GFC, of course. General Fried Chicken. Oh, I guess that's what it stands for. General Fried Chicken. Has always been a favorite students from the academy. It's fast, it's cheap, and it's within walking distance. You know, I don't actually like fried chicken. At least for KFC fried chicken. I mean, it's fine. I mean, when you have nothing else to eat, of course, it's fine. But I just don't like the way the chicken is. Well, I mean, this is probably like a very like petty complaint, but I just don't like the fact that the chicken has bones in them. You know, because once you eat the meat, there's just bones left, and it's like, I wish the bones are just more meat. You know, like that meme, you know? Boneless chicken. That would be nice. But, I don't know. Anyway. It's also pretty nice considering that it's a fast food outlet. The tables are clean, the walls are lined with cushioned booths, and the red and beige paint slathered on the wall seems fresh and pristine. For some, the smell of heavy grease and oil is overbearing. For us, it's the smell of pure heaven. Yeah, this place smells like death. Well, most of us. Weren't you the one who was in such a hurry to come in? Fried chicken? Shut up. After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. Masato rifles through his wallet, a frown crossing his lips. Damn. The dough's cocky. What? The dough's cocky? What a weird expression. I have no clue what he just said. What? Thankfully, no one else seems to know either. Masato is slightly startled, as if he hadn't noticed that we were there. Nothing. So, how was class? That's pretty suspicious, but we all decide to let it pass. We're nice like that. Pretty good. I don't know anyone in my class. What? Are you giving them a hard time? Are they giving you a hard time? Well, nothing like that. It's just, you know, the guys are a year older and Akira's in a different class this year. Bah, I'm sure you'll make truckloads of friends. Yeah, you're almost as charming as me. Thanks, guys. Despite the cheery exchange, I noticed that there's a shadow in Ryu's eyes. She definitely should have a lot of friends. She's likable, warm, fun, talented, but for reasons unknown, she chooses to spend most of her time with me, a useless cynic, and Akira, an optimist with a few screws loose. I've always wanted to ask why, but a small part of me is afraid that the moment I bring it up, she'll realize it and leave. Well, she probably likes hanging out with you because she likes you and stuff, you know? Maybe, you know, maybe in a romantic sense, but not even then, like not even in a romantic sense. She's like she's very cheery and happy when she's around you, but You know, she's not like that with other people because she finds it hard to be comfortable with strangers and meeting new people, you know? You know? Maybe I'm projecting too much. No. I need to do this. It's the least I can do. Why don't you hang out with your classmates? The words come out a lot harsher than I intended, but Ryu doesn't seem to be offended. Her expression darkens, but it's one of anger, not hurt. I don't want to hang around with people like them. Why not? They're a bunch of fakes. All they do is judge me, and others in the class, or even one another. Oh, okay, that's how it is. Oh, then again, you're being a little judgmental, Ryu. Maybe they're not all like that? They're not outright mean, but I don't like it when people talk behind my back. And they pick on the shy girl in our class for no reason. It's stupid. Oh, you really hate them, don't you? Not really. But we don't get along. She picks idly at her chicken. The air feels somber and heavy. Oh, so I guess, yeah. It's just that she doesn't get along with the people in the classroom. Hey, you know what we need? A competition! Now's not the time to be bringing up competitions, Masato. Actually, that's a good idea. Wait, what? She's never said that before. Generally, because Masato's never come up with any good ideas. I'll have to sit this one out, or it won't even be a contest. So, you and me, Yama. No thanks. You don't even know what it is. Fine, what is it? Who can eat the most triple S's in the shortest amount of time? No thanks. Hey. The Triple S Hot Wings is GFC's most infamous menu item, an order of blindingly spicy wings. You know, I just said I don't really prefer, you know, fried chicken fast food. But now I'm getting hungry. Why you gotta make me hungry, game? I don't particularly feel like disabling my mouth forever, thanks. Ryu wants to watch? I glanced at Ryui. The prospect of watching a competition does seem appealing to her, probably because she can make fun of the stupidity of it all. Well, if it'll cheer up Ryui... Gosh, I need serious help. Ah, you do care, Yama, you do care about her. Fine. You're paying, though. Never fear, the generous Yahiko Ikari shall bestow you with the necessary funds. Oh, I guess, yeah, Masato, I don't think Masato is all that rich himself, right? I think, yeah, when he looked at his wallet, it was empty, and we are going to a rich school, so actually... And when you think about it, yeah, it's because he's doing so well in classes because he tries so hard, right? Oh, it's kind of endearing, actually. Because, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of money, but he's doing well because he's getting good grades, so he can stay at the school. But, well, you know what Yahiko is good for? His optimism and his wallet. He shells some cash to Masato, who takes it with a nod of thanks. Boy, this'll be fun, for me. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Why not? You mean, why wouldn't I want to participate in a competition that could potentially ruin my mouth and traumatize me forever? Yeah, exactly. This guy, sometimes I wonder if he's trying to be this, well, stupid. Oh yeah! Masato returns and slides two platters of Triple S Hot Wings to the center of the table. Now remember, every good competition needs a good audience. Let me hear it for Team Kurogane. Woo? Or who? Or rather, I thought Yahiko was cheering, but actually he's saying who, as in he doesn't know who Kurogane is. Hey Ryu, why are you cheering? Huh? I'm in character as an audience member who's cheering for Yama. Pshaw, you and your drama club. Or actually, okay, now I'm a little bit confused. I'm confused. I'm infected by his stupidity. I don't know if he's cheering or is he just confused of whether or not who Kurogane is. Actually, I don't know who Kurogane. I am assuming it's the last name for him. Masato Kurogane, was it? Yeah, so it's, yeah. No, okay, now it makes sense. Fine. Give it up for Team Ishimoto. Yeah! She likes cheering for Ishimoto. Or, yeah. Is it Ishimoto? Yeah. Okay, it's kind of hard to remember everyone's last name, because you don't say it often. Everyone in this restaurant drops into silence and stares at us. I elbow her in the ribs, feeling a flush creep up my cheeks. Stop that. What? I'm in character. Sure you are. Okay, whatever. Let's get going. We lean forward, hands just a hair away from the tray, as Ryui looks on with an expectant smile. 3, 2, 1, go! Masato immediately starts shoveling hot wings into his mouth, but I take a few moments to gather myself before I take a bite. The chicken seems to explode in my mouth, sending streaks of fire down my tongue. I cough violently and gulp down some water. That's actually bad. You shouldn't drink water if you're eating something spicy. The water makes it worse. This was a terrible idea. Woohoo! You mustn't fail me, marvelous minion. Ow, everyone actually is watching. Hey, you gotta cheer for Yama or this isn't any fun. But now that I've noticed, it's kind of embarrassing. Gee, thanks, it's not like I'm doing this for you or anything. Grimacing, I shove the remainder of the wing into my mouth and spit it out. The meat burns down my esophagus and simmers in my stomach. Come on, Yama needs his cheering squad. Rip, rip, ree, kick him in the knee. Rip, rip, ras, kick him in the other knee. Go, Sato, go! Go, Sato! Masato spits all his bones on the platter, 3 wings down already, and I've just started my second. For some reason, this makes me unusually competitive. Woo! You've got this, you're beating him! Ice cream soda? Banana split! What? We think your team's full of... shit! No, full of shift to the left, shift to the right. Stand up, sit down, fight. As she finishes her chant and quickly turns away to hide her embarrassment, I barely work through one more mouthful of fried chicken before giving up. There has to be another way. Yeah, 5th wing down, keep going. Go, Yama. My eyes land on an innocuous packet sticking from beneath the chicken bucket. GFC hot sauce. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. While Masato reaches for his 6th wing, I surreptitiously, that's a hard word to say, rip the end off of the hot sauce packet and squirt it over his platter. He only smirks at me. Nani? Ha! Gonna take a little more than a little ketchup to win. He bites triumphantly into the wing. That's not ketchup. Oh, that's no ketchup. He freezes. I swear the steam is coming out of his ears. It's GFC signature hot sauce. Hot! A desperate Masato launches out of the booth and sprints to the soda machine. Actually, yeah, sugary drinks does help with spicy stuff. That and milk. But, well, I don't drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. Wait, that was cheating! Well, is it cheating if there weren't any rules in the first place? Well, either way, it was pretty dirty. Poor Masato. She looks pointedly at Masato, who's slowly dragging himself back into the booth while chugging a huge cup of water. I feel a slight tinge of guilt at his suffering, but Ryu's obviously improved mood makes it worth it. This ain't the end. He keels over the table, somehow managing to continue drinking from his cup. Oh, that reminds me of the latest episode of Gover Mecha. Of what? You mean, you haven't heard of Gover Mecha? Do you have to yell so loudly? Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out for causing a public disturbance yet. But one cannot help but yell at the epicness of Gover Mecha. Okay, fine, what is it? It's this web series that a couple of my hallmates made. Remember, over the summer? Oh yeah, I saw you running around wearing a long blonde wig or something. Great, that's a mental image I'm not getting out of my head anytime soon. Yeah, it's about the President of the United States. Well, it's called Akirama in our web series. Isn't that clever? Fighting other politicians to defend his country. So, it's like a political drama? No way, dude, that's boring. They battle it out in giant robots. The president is red, white, and blue. Even has an eagle motif and everything. Richard! Like Metal Wolf Chaos? Or is it, how you say it? Metal Wolf Chaos? That's correct, right? I'm the President of America! That sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That sounds like the coolest thing I've ever heard. Is he for real? It is pretty cool. Metal Wolf Chaos, anyway? Of course, I'm headlining the main event. I'm the President's aide. If you're the President's aide, you're a side character, you're not the lead. Really? Well, I for one am proud of you. You finally found your calling, being a background character. I know, right? I'm gonna be a star! Ladies and gentlemen, meet the physical manifestation of the saying, ignorance is bliss. Episodes are all lined up on the website. Just search the title Govermecker and you're all set. Well, we'll have to check it out. Are you serious? How else will I know how to viciously badmouth it? I can't decide whether to be offended or be impressed. Why not both? Hey, you two listening? Sorry, what? Nah, I was just saying that I gotta go back. I briefly checked my phone. 6:10 p.m. Almost Masato's curfew. Yeah, he has this thing where he goes to bed at 9:30 sharp every night. Just one more way that he's completely crazy. Disciplined, but crazy. Still, it's best to honor that. The only thing worse than a normal Masato trying to drag me into track is a grumpy Masato trying to drag me into track. He's gotta get his sleep, you know? Then let's go. We head out of the restaurant and back to the academy right as the sun starts to set. It's kind of a ritual to walk with them. Even though I don't live at the dorms anymore, I live at an apartment within walking distance. But since there's nothing and no one waiting for me at my apartment, I kind of just go wherever they go. Maybe it's because our stomachs are full, but we're completely silent on the way back. It's a comfortable silence, but still silence, and that means thinking. Overthinking, unfortunately. I almost jump as I see a group of 3 policemen race by an opposite side of the street, approaching sirens, piercing the air with the incessant wailing, direct our attention to... Oh no. Whoa. A wave of nausea washes over me. The front of a city bus is crumpled against the back of a pickup truck. Thin trails of smoke mix with the pungent smell of burnt rubber and scrap metal. The scene is surrounded by a unit of police cars and a fire truck, along with a crowd of shaken people along the sidewalk. How awful. At least they all look okay. No, we can't do anything about it. Let's go. Masato and Yahiko nod hesitantly, but Ryui only stares thoughtfully at me. I stare at her. She tilts her head. I shrug. This seems to help her come to a decision, as she suddenly turns to Masato and Yahiko with a very convincing smile. Hey, Masato, Yahiko, why don't you guys head on back? I've got something to do really quick. Masato opened his mouth, clearly confused, but Yahiko elbows him in the side and shakes his head ever so slightly. What? Say, we better get back before your curfew. Hold your horses, I was just gonna ask. Go along, peasant. Your king commands it. With a final wave, Yahiko drags Masato down the street. Ryui turns her attention to me. What's this about? I'm inviting myself over. Gee, thanks. That's what friends are for. Despite the smirk on her face, I catch her glancing at the ruined bus. I can't find it in him or in me to argue with her. Sure, I guess. We switch our route to a different street, remaining silent as we pass by 3 more police officers. Alright, I guess she's coming with to our home. A girl at our home? I wonder what's gonna happen. We reach my Myriad Apartments without much difficulty. It's a pretty decent place at a low price. A lot of academy students are known to live here due to its close proximity to the campus. Do a lot of students live here? Yeah, why? Well, what if someone sees us? I don't want them to get the wrong idea. I feel a little uneasy as I remove my shoes. Judging from the blush on her face, it's less that she's worried about a ruined reputation, and more that she's trying to cover up certain feelings. Feelings that I'm not ready to deal with. Don't worry. I'm sure they just think you're one of my guy friends. I don't even look like a boy. Well, doesn't mean that you aren't one. Anyway, I only smirk at her as I flop on the sofa. This is a place I know as home sweet home. Simple furniture, random pieces of clothing here and there, and a basic kitchen crammed into the corner. Not too fancy, but not too shabby in the slightest. Comfortable. Ryu doesn't seem to feel the same way. She gives everything a disapproving look as she proceeds through the apartment. I think this place has gotten messier. So sue me. Can I actually? No. She looks over me for a moment, and something in her expression shifts. So, that bus. I sigh noisily and close my eyes. Can we talk about something else? Was that car crash like, what do you call it? Something, does it bring bad memories? You hungry? Huh? I can make some omelets. Isn't that a breakfast food? Hey, there's always time for omelets. I love omelets, actually. Instead of replying, I just hear the rhythmic patter of footsteps against the carpet. In just a few moments, there's the click-clack or clack-clack of a knife against the chopping board, the gentle sizzle of oil in the frying pan, and a tick-tick-tack of chopsticks whipping against a bowl of eggs. She's cooking for us. How nice. She'd appreciate that. A heavenly aroma rises in the air. Ryu? At the lack of response, I open my eyes. It takes a little effort, but I manage to pull myself up and head to the kitchen. Ryu. I stop short. Oh, a CG. Ryu's zeroed in on the stove, sprinkling ham and cheese over the bubbling layer of egg, and humming a catchy little tune. Now I'm getting very hungry. First fried chicken, now delicious omelets. I can't eat yet either. The apron tied around her waist should be way too big for her, but somehow it looks perfect. Oh, wait, this is Ryu Hayata. Get a grip, Yama, get a grip. Now it's too late. Waifu! Welcome home, honey, you must be starving. I prepared dinner just for you. You want a shower? You want dinner, or do you want me? Anyway. Wow, I'm so lucky for marrying such a wonderful woman, not to mention adorable. Oh, sweetie, I'm the lucky one. Look at your chiseled jaw, your beautiful eyes. I'm not the one who's a work of art, baby. Hee. Why don't you have a seat, pumpkin? Dinner is almost served. I simply can't wait to taste your delicious food, angel. What would you prefer, darling? Dinner, a bath, or me? I guess, yeah, I kind of like foreshadowed that joke. Oh, sugar, we both know the answer to that question. In that case, love, the first course will be... your lips? My fist? Wham! I immediately jerk back to reality, the terrible vision dissipating in thin air. Well, that escalated quickly. I don't even want to know what would bring up such a terrible image to mind. You and me married. I shudder on the inside. Not that she's, well, bad or anything. We understand each other more than anyone else. But then we have to be in a romantic relationship, and romance in high school is just... well, we could end up losing our friendship entirely, which would suck. And it's 99.99999% likely, given my great luck. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you might risk ruining a relationship, but you gotta be honest, right? You gotta be honest with your feelings. You shouldn't hide anything, you know, to people, especially feelings that concern them. And who knows, maybe it is just infatuation, you know? Maybe it's just not any kind of like deep romantic feelings or anything. Maybe you just gotta work through it and just understand, yeah, a romantic relationship might not work out after all. But again, you should still make that transparent. Anyway, crap. What am I even thinking about? Back to reality. What are you making? Omelets. Are you sure? She nudges me in the side, but she's smiling. Plate, please. Huh? Plate, idiot. Oh, yeah, Your Majesty. You keep things light and teasing as I reach into a cabinet and pass a plate to Yi. She freezes slightly when my shoulder brushes against hers, but I pretend not to notice. Well, just what the doctor ordered. One premium plate, imported directly from the mystical land of Denmark. I graciously accept this offering, O humble servant. May there be lasting peace between our countries. She deftly slides the omelet onto the plate in one fluid motion, dipping into a slight curtsy as I dig in. The delectable flavor of mozzarella, cheddar, ham, and mushrooms explode in my mouth. Ah, I'm so hungry. Am I in heaven? Ryui beams proudly. That good? As if an angel made it herself. Oh, wait. One did. Sometimes I swear that there's someone else in this head of mine. It's delicious. The genuine heart-rending smile that spreads across her face just makes my stomach sink. That's not the kind of smile you make when you're complimented on your cooking by your friend. Just a friend, that is. She looks like she could jump over the moon. A kind of shining, beautiful smile that is only made when the smiler is utterly happy, and completely ignorant that they're utterly happy. I want her to be happy, but false hopes is just too cruel. Maybe there's something I can do to put her down without hurting her. Hey, Ryu, do you ever think that maybe we hang out too much? What? Gentle, be the gentlest human being on earth. Except the thing I'm quite possibly worse at is being gentle. You know, high school is the time to explore, especially since we're getting ready for university. So, maybe we should be spending time just, you know, looking at other things, going to events, stuff like that. You're telling me that you're going to an event with people? I'm saying that we shouldn't be together so often. Her face immediately falls. Damn it. I already know that my words have hit her harder than I've intended. After all, pretty much all we've been doing for the past 10 years has been hanging out. We were each other's only constant. I miss all new locations, new schools, new friend. That one firm foundation that's there until the end of time. If you separate Ryui from Yama and Yama from Ryui, I'm not sure what you would find. To have me, who's always been relying on her, leeching off of her, suggests that he wants to go on his own way and do his own thing. Well, it's awfully short-sighted and ungrateful. But I guess that's what I am, really. Because I'm too scared that Ryui truly, honestly end up falling in love with me. Not, well, I mean, that's a little egotistical, isn't it? You're trying to be nice and have her, you know, try to have a romantic relationship with someone else, but aren't you being a little egotistical, saying that obviously that she'll fall in love with you, right? I think you're hiding a little selfishness there by trying to be nice. Again, gotta be honest with your feelings, man. Come on. Not that I have any clue why she would, but insurance is key. Look, I appreciate this, but I'm not a kid anymore, you know? I can take care of myself just fine. That's not true at all. Like, I know the place needs a good cleaning, I don't need someone else to tell me. I attempt to soften the blow as much as I can. I like hanging out with you, but when it comes to this point, I think... I'm so sorry, Yama. I didn't mean to offend you. You... What? I wasn't trying to replace her. Oh. Replace her? Nani? I freeze. A sudden pain fills my lungs, like I'm breathing in fire. My vision spins for a moment and... No. I fight it. Then it's gone. My knees suddenly go weak and I stagger forward, quickly catching myself on the couch. Ryui rushes forward, but I quickly throw out a hand. This? You see this? You're being a burden now. The words are too harsh. I regret them as soon as they slip out. Can you just let me think right now? It's what I've always said whenever I wanted to be alone. Well and truly alone. The need to think has nothing to do with it, and Ryui knows this. I'll be right out. Goodbye. To make her feel this way is despicable. The back of my mind congratulates me with a wry, well, you got what you wanted. She'll make some other friends now. I silently watch Ryui as she slips on her shoes and abruptly fixes me with a pleading look. See you tomorrow? Because she wants to know that everything will be okay. Because she wants everything to return to normal. I should go the whole way and should say, no, probably not, or maybe, we'll see. Instead, I said an automatic smile. Yeah, see ya, Ryui. Have a good night, Yama. The relief in her voice is palpable as she closes the door behind her. It takes everything in me to stop myself from catching up to her and offering to work her back. Why is it that when it really comes down to it, I can't even push people away properly? Because you don't actually want to push people away, you want someone to help you. Is the thing. For some reason anyway, I'm assuming that there's some sort of traumatic past, probably involving a car crash, that this Yama has? Yama Ishimoto? Anyway. Given my prickly personality, I would have thought that I could do at least that. Guess not though. Guess it's just another thing to add to the list of things Yama can't do. I kind of wonder if there's anything that's not on that list. Alright, here comes the self-deprecation. And the self-loathing. And the self-pity. I sit up, kneading at the tense knots in my shoulders. Technically, I need to study tonight, but before that, I should try to wind down. There's no choice! Decisions! The ultimate decision. You either read a book or watch Govermecker. No, I'm actually kind of interested in Govermecker. Our Yahiko friend mentioned that. What is Govermecker? Okay, boot up the computer, open the browser, Govermecker. There we are. I am J. Graves, the president. Many oppose me and my choices, so I must deal with the resistance the only way I know how. Govermecker, mobilize. Yeah! The screen explodes into action as a teen in an oversized suit leaps off a building, landing in a flashy somersault into an open palm of a giant robot. The robot lights up and strikes a pose with notedly jerky movements, as if animated by stop motion. So yeah, I guess it's like super robot style. The beginnings of an admittedly catchy opening song are abruptly cut short of a sudden chanting. Give us AX, President Son! We want AX, President Son! And suddenly, President J. Graves is on the ground, his giant robot pet nowhere in sight. Strange, was that a dream sequence or just bad editing? The president turns around. The camera pans out to reveal that he's standing in a broad field of wheat, reminiscent of old samurai movies. On the other end stands a guy in some hideous recreation of 3 different cosplays. Swirl eye glasses perched on the end of his nose, and a flannel headband embroidered with a giant heart wrapped around his unkempt hair. What business have you with the fine country of Akirama? The guy lowers his picket sign, which is half in English, half in Japanese, and steps forward, pushing his glasses up his nose. Boku no namae is Otakubu. Keep it memorized, ne, President-san? God damn it. Speak English, weeb. I am no gaijin. You just have no appreciation of foreign culture. Culture? Yes. Hi. Nippon. Anime. Manga. Sushi. Oh, sushi. They are the world Sekai's Ichiban. Ha! Akirama needs none of your poison. It needs righteous gatherings. Hunting. Barbecues. Country fairs and extreme sports and golf clubs. None of these weeaboo shenanigans. Wait, aren't you Japanese? Boku wa double weeaboo, of course. Twah! A weeaboo of American culture who are weeaboos for Japanese culture. Wait, what? So you like American culture, but then you also like Japanese culture, and I'm a little confused. You're like a Westaboo weeaboo hybrid, maybe? Why, that's genius! Otagabu thrusts his picket sign up to the sky. Of course it is. Our glorious Nippon is genius, land of the rising sun. Approve our anime expo, President-san, and no blood will be spilled. Huh, over my dead body. Then over your dead body it will have to be. He reaches into his backpack, which is blanketed with stickers of various anime figurines, and throws a long, rectangular pillow at President Gray's. Body pillow attack. The wheel of fate is turning. Isn't that BlazBlue or BlazeBlue? In a poorly green screen sequence, the pillow begins to transform into a giant doll in a Lolita dress with a wig of a luscious purple hair pulled tight over its head. If I squint, I can see that its face is dulled with exaggerated blush, eyeliner, and lipstick. It's an atrocity to the eyes. No! Don't you dare hurt my darling you! Yes, hold him, my waifu! God. This is the best decision I've ever made. President Grays fails his arms in struggle, but the doll grips him tightly, an easy task considering that it's roughly 3 times his height. President Grays stares in disbelief at the towering femme fatale, which languidly blinks back at him with 2 looming painted eyeballs. What sort of shenanigan is this? My waifu, the very best, like no one ever was, like no one ever was! Moe of the highest level. In a sudden burst of energy, President Graves throws the doll off of him. Waifu? Moe? This is Akirama! He reaches into his oversized suit and pulls out a trumpet from nowhere, playing a very out-of-tune military reveille. A reveille, I don't know. They, the people, need no waifu. They need a true Akiraman hero. Captain Akirama, mobilize. The field backdrop crumples to pieces as a teenage guy in a skin-toed wetsuit bursts onto the scene, swinging a piece of pan spray painted in red, white, and blue. Chugging behind him is the president's mech in all its red, white, and blue with an eagle motif glory, still animated in an awkward stop motion. Yeah, red, white, blue. For liberty and freedom of speech. Democracy is mandatory. Or how's it go again? I forgot. Well, what did There's that sequence in Fallout 3 where the giant robot says something, and there's a bit of a meme about it. What did it say again? I forgot, actually. Like something along the lines of, democracy is not an option. Something like that, you know? Was it like, I think it was near the end of Fallout 3? Or was it New Vegas? I can't remember, actually. I never played Fallout 3, so I don't know. Anyway. He leaps into President Graves' mech. Why isn't the president using it himself? And, well, probably polarizes the waifu to the ground. No, not the waifu! Then he suddenly stops. One fist of the mech still raised high in the air. Wait, if Akirama or Akirama has freedom of speech, shouldn't Otaku be able to hold an anime convention? What are you thinking? Public school should have whipped you by now. Oh, right. With a casual shrug, the mech hoists Otaku over his head, spins him around a handful of times, and hurls him upward. Otaku is blasting off again! Wow! Bing! He disappears with a twinkle into the distant sky. President Graves nods triumphantly, clapping the dismounting Captain Akirama on the back with a steady hand. Good night, Akirama. May you sleep in peace. His phone gives a gentle trill as the credits begin to roll. Hello? Hey, girlfriend, you need to totally get over here. There's this big meeting and people want you. Thank you, assistant. Farewell. Wait, wasn't that Yahiko? The assistant, right? Bye-bye. The phone clicked shut and... Wait. Was that Yahiko's voice? He did say that he was the president's aide. I'm never gonna let him live this down. Well, it's time to study. After all of that amazing shenanigans, I dig through my backpack and crack open a few books. This year will probably be really intense with the entrance exam coming up and all. Might as well do a little work. It'll be more of a pain to deal with nagging teachers than the work itself. After engrossing myself for some time, I check the clock. It's 11. Good enough. Maybe I should just apologize to Ryui tomorrow. Indulge myself in our friendship. Let everything go back to normal. Selfish of me again, but maybe this time I should just be selfish. Yeah, because doing the opposite, you're still being selfish, so might as well choose the option where you make other people happy. Wait, what? What was that? Was that a dead person? Well, I wasn't sure. It was all blurry and stuff, so we aren't supposed to know. Oh yeah, and I saw right. Oh, I didn't know this before, but this is GFC. I guess he orders fried chicken sometimes. Why is it so bright outside? Why is it already 8:30? I leap to my feet, scrambling to put my clothes on and tear out the door. I guess he's late. It's kind of a weird thing. I'm not even a good student. In fact, I'm pretty much every teacher's nightmare. Being in a rush to get to school isn't like me. Well, maybe it's because there's a difference between choosing to ditch and ditching by accident. One is a conscious decision and the other is not. Highly descriptive, I know. I'm told that my essays are a joy to read. Are you running with a toast in your mouth? Yeah, okay. By the time I actually enter the classroom, it's already 8:42 a.m. The teacher glances at me from his periphery, but surprisingly enough, he doesn't try to humiliate me. In fact, he doesn't make a single comment. It's as if I wasn't late at all. Elizabeth, on the other hand, is wearing a prominent glare as I slip into my seat. She keeps her mouth shut, but her face radiates with disapproval. Yahiko nudges my foot, and gestures frantically. Dude! His voice spits out in a hurried whisper. I lean over to hear what he has to say. What? Of all days to be late, you had to choose today? What? Was there a pop quiz? There was a pop quiz? I'll take that as a no. Dude, I'm talking about that cutie over there. You missed her intro earlier. A transfer student, maybe? Another waifu? The transfer student cliché? He gestures vaguely to the back of the classroom. I sneak a peek when I'm sure the teacher isn't looking. I find a girl sitting by the window. Head delicately turned against slender fingers as she examines something in distance. She gets the good seat, the anime seat, the one where you get to look out the window and be mysterious. In ordinary circumstances, I might have thought her to be gorgeous. After all, she matches the ideal of traditional beauty to a T. Silky hair, porcelain skin, delicate lips, the whole 9 yards. But instead, I only find myself thinking, what the hell? Promptly followed by, who, what, when, where, why, how? Very intelligible, I know, but how else am I supposed to react when an old friend who I haven't seen in ages just randomly walks back into my life? Another childhood friend, I guess? Not only that, but as a transfer student to my school on the very last year I happened to be there? Her eyes snapped to mine, but before I can see her reaction, I quickly whipped back to the front of my classroom. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe it's not really her. There's no way it can be her. Right? I reluctantly turned back my hearing back to the teacher, who seems to be in a very enthusiastic rant about technology. Surprise, surprise. This generation is wasting away from being glued to dead pixels every waking moment. Well, today I'm not having any of these newfangled contraptions. We're returning to trusty pen and paper. As the class erupts into groans, he scribbles 3 words on the board with his stylus. Your dream job. I mean, you're still using the projector though, I mean. They just won't give us a break, will they? Furthermore, the teachers deactivated our tablets and is currently handing out sheets of lined paper. Handwriting? Really? Yeah, I mean, I have horrible handwriting. I'm just so used to computers. As Yahiko passes the stack of paper to me, he leans close. So, what do you think? I think I'm tired of writing about my non-existent future. Huh? I was talking about the new girl. Oh, right, the new girl. Was her name Misaki Kazehaya by any chance? Oh, how did you know? Oh, so it really is her. I never thought I would see her again, much less in my own classroom. Oh, I know. You must have some sort of psychic ability. What? I mean, how else would you have known her name? Can you read her mind too? What did she think of me? How he came to that conclusion is beyond me. Nevertheless, this seems like an excellent opportunity to screw with him. It would be a shame not to. I press my fingers to my temples, pretending to tune into Misaki's thoughts. Oh, I see. What? She has a huge crush on you. Really? But? Yahiko shakes his leg impatiently as I pause. Can you stop thinking for a second? I keep getting interference. Oh, sorry. He scrunches his face in concentration. Now you're thinking of not thinking. Wow, you really can read minds. You doubt my abilities? No, I just... Shh, I'm getting something. Yahiko clamps his mouth shut. I rub my temples, mumbling under my breath. It seems she has a crush on you, but... she doesn't think you have the courage to talk to her. Yahiko puffs out his chest as if he were presented with a challenge. Ha! As if anything can deter the great Yahiko Ikari from approaching such a beauty. Yahiko, this is a writing prompt, not a discussion prompt. Focus on your assignment. Oh, right. Sorry, Teach. He immediately regains his composure and starts scribbling messily on his composition paper. That was oddly quick. I take a quick glance around. My classmates are hunched over their desks, some writing fiercely, some staring awkwardly into space. The most avid one is Elizabeth, who's already on the second page, lips moving furtively as her arm blurs down her paper. I'm not surprised. She retains this naive belief that she can actually control her future. Well, that's quite the bleak outlook on life. Whoa, I keep forgetting what our protagonist's name. Not Masato. That's the track guy. Yama. Which, ironically, Yama reminds me of... Well, never mind, actually. It reminds me of a place, but I shouldn't talk about it because talking about local places is a bad thing to do on the internet because it might reveal where you live, and that's not a good thing to do in general, you know? Well, I mean, you can if you want to, of course, but I like to be cautious, you know? Anyway. I can't wait for life to prove her wrong. Well, I mean, I guess even talking about that might be revealing too much, but I mean, probably no one knows, you know? It's not something that you can look up on the internet anyway, so... I can't wait for life to prove her wrong. Misaki, on the other hand, has completely thrown away any pretense of how you say that? Studiousness? Choosing to text under the desk with one hand while simultaneously pretending to write with the other. Kids and their phones. That's pretty impressive, actually. I take a quick pinch on my arm to check my state of consciousness. Not dreaming, apparently. It's Misaki Kazehaya in the flesh. 5 minutes. Right, the assignment. What did the teacher say? Dream job? Write 1 page? I stare at the prompt on the screen as if it'll provide an answer. Meh, I don't want to deal with this. I deftly set my pencil to paper and scribble my response. 1 page. As morning classes slug on, I feel a very prominent gaze burning into the back of my head. I refuse to turn around, trying to piece together my thoughts. Should I approach her? Or not? When the bell rings, Yahiko immediately tugs at my sleeve, his face shining. Dude, I'm gonna talk to her. Who? The new girl, of course. She must be the shy princess type, waiting for her Prince Charming to sweep her off her feet. Who better than me to make her dream come true? Yeah, optimistic and overly confident. Again, I mean, that's not exactly a bad trait to have. I think you mean nightmare. Oh, good luck with that. You're not coming? Why would I? Surely Yahiko Ikari wouldn't be suggesting that he needs help from me. To learn, of course. I worry for you, my man. You may end up a spinster your whole life. You haven't snagged a single date in all the time I've known you. Well, neither have you, but I won't mention that. Or the fact that spinsters are exclusively female. Yama isn't a female? So, are you coming? I am, I guess. At the very least, there'll be a chance for me to see what kind of person she's become. Yahiko swaggers over the side of Misaki's desk, expertly raising a single eyebrow as he flips his hair out of his face.